Hey, all you awesome people. Welcome back to week 11 of our summer split action. Buckle up for our next match. It's Counter Logic Gaming versus Team Dignitas. Both these teams have really fallen off from their early and mid-season highs.
Yeah, with Complexity's loss, Dignitas have actually locked in a playoff spot. But they are limping towards the finish line. They have only won 1 of their last 8 games. But Dignitas and CLG are both doing everything in their power to right the ship. A couple of the Dignitas players said that they would be stepping away from social media in order to completely focus on fixing their game.
And for CLG, they're packing up the entire family band and heading to Korea for an intensive boot camp.
Yep, I mean, that is a real gamble, but it shows that the team are looking at the finish line and they're looking to give themselves the best possible shot at long-term success. Instead of playing without Seraph as he deals with his visa issues and losing valuable time, they made a real commitment to keep the group playing together. So this week, Nguyen is back in the top lane. He was with CLG in the spring split, but he decided to take some time to work on his own game. Since then, he's been calling the shots for his challenger team, Frank Fang Gaming. Think Card, who fans will recognize from the challenger scene, will cover the jungle. He had a quick cameo with Evil Geniuses as well in the spring split of the LCS. Meanwhile, another face that everybody will know here is Hot Shot GG. He is the original owner of CLG, and he started the year playing with the team in the spring split. He will be manning the mid lane. Chaos as well, the AD carry for TSM is actually coming in. You know, then he moved on from that to coaching Team Coast. Took a little stint over to China to see if he could do anything there. But since he's left to pursue professional gaming once again. And finally, supporting him, we've got Baby, who was also on the challenger team, Frank Fame Gaming. And Riv, he formerly played under the name Baby Eater.
Yeah, getting my belly. And for more on Dig's side of this matchup, let's throw it down to Dash. He's going to be on the red side.
Thanks, Riv. Here side stage with Skara, the coach of Dignitas. Big cheers. That's got to feel good going into the first match of the day. So just tell me what it's like actually to have the support, the kind of support that Dignitas as an organization has.
It's really overwhelming at times because honestly, like, to say that I deserve like this kind of fame or I deserve fame, like this level of fame compared to other professions, other people is like, I wouldn't say that, but it's really, I'm grateful for everyone who shows support to not only me, but also our organization and my team.
Absolutely. Now, to talk more specifically about this match, Dignitas, you guys are the first team now to stack up against this CLG sub-roster. So talk to me a little bit about how you prepare, if at all, and the steps you guys took to get to this match.
This was actually probably the hardest draft we've had to do this year because it's literally like, well, half these players, we're not even sure what they want to play. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna go into this game like pretty solo queue-ish style. I feel like our job is just to control variables in the draft phase and go into the game and just beat them with being a stronger team. Like, I think the only way we lose this game is if we get dragged into the mud and gets really, really chaotic team fights or small skirmishes. So we're just hoping to take this one really clean, really quickly, and move on to the next game.
So interestingly enough, you could end up playing CLG in the playoffs after playing against their sub-roster. So how does that make you feel? Is that a disadvantage, having to play against a different set of guys, not getting to scout out CLG as much as you would have liked to going into the playoffs?
I don't really think so. Going into this week, we were willing to scrim against every single team in LCS, mainly because we feel like there's such a big gap between now, this Super Week and playoffs, which is at least 3 weeks, if not 4 weeks, that any kind of knowledge you can get right now will only be pretty rudimentary. Like, at best, you get like some kind of grasp on their team and how they play, but nothing that really sticks with you for 3 weeks. Like, in 3 weeks, everything could change.
All right, and the final question is that you have clinched a spot in the playoffs, so there is at least that much. But talk to me a little bit about the importance of positioning, matchup, side choice, things like that going into these big best-of-5 series.
It's definitely really, really important to get a side advantage if you're, let's say, 4 or 5. Like, although the 4 and 5th spots are pretty whatever, they're pretty interchangeable in my opinion. The 3rd spot is really, really nice. Like, I think we may have lost our chance to cinch 1st or 2nd here, but if we 4-0 the week, we could still get 3rd. And 3rd means we play against the 6th place team, which is, I think, most likely Curse. And we'd really like to play against like them over CLG, because CLG has traditionally given us a lot more problems.
All right, well, this is the game you got to start doing it in, so best of luck to you throughout the entire weekend. And we're going to send it right back up to the guys at the desk to get us into the game.
Thank you very much, Dash, and let's do just that. Let's get right into it. On the blue side, it's Counter Logic Gaming. That means it's Nguyen now in the top lane, ThinkCard in the jungle, Hotshot GG in the mid lane, Chaos at AD carry, and Baby at support.
And on the red side, it's Dignitas. Up top, Zion Spartan. In the jungle, Crumbzz, mid Shiphtur, AD carry Cutie and support KiWiKiD.
So what are you thinking, Kobe?
I'm thinking that this game is going to be very, very similar to a solo queue game that you would see on like Hotshot stream or something.
That's exactly where my mind's at.
The CLG team has literally practiced one day together.
Yep.
So they don't have a lot of strategy. They may have practiced one thing for Dignitas, but it'll be really, really interesting to see if they actually put up a fight against Dig, because if an LCS team who's been playing a full LCS split, constantly practicing together, drops a game to this group of guys that just pulled together out of top-tier solo queue,
right,
it would be devastating for an organization.
Well, Kobe, you were at a World Finals that you guys pretty much solo queued. What was your idea going into it?
We banned out what they used against us successfully the first time because it was a best of 3, but this is not a best of 3. So CLG, they have the element of surprise. They can easily pull off a game here if they catch Dig by surprise and they pull out some crazy pick here.
I'm ready. I think everybody's ready. Maybe. I don't know if you can be prepared for something like this, Kobe. Hold on to your seats.
Interesting. They ban out the Nidalee. CLG bans it out against the Zion split pushing. They want to get somebody that Zion will not be split pushing threat with.
So far, the strategy of laughing on the side of Counter Logic Gaming. A lot of smiles. These guys are gonna have a blast. I'm already seeing it now. They're ready for this game. There is definitely something to lose, but what's to lose, right?
This CLG squad, they have nothing
No, I know, I'm kidding. A lot of shoes to fill here.
Gragas is a really strong pick for the top lane here, so Nguyen will be very happy with that one, going up against anybody in the current state of Gragas. This is before the Gragas nerfs. Meanwhile, though, they've traded this Gragas pick for KiWiKiD's favorite champion and one of Crumbz's favorite champions.
Yeah.
The early Sightstone Elise, also one of Crumbz's favorite strategies to go with. And KiWiKiD on that Braum likes to roam around a lot, so we may even see him working some early plays off with Crumbzz if they can get that vision advantage.
All right, so Dig picking up 2 favorinos on that one, Braum and Elise. Let's see what we got. Elise, or Eve rather, a lot of E's by a vowel. ThinkCard pulling that out, and a Thresh. Haven't seen too much Thresh play today.
Now, Eve is actually a great champion for CLG if they want to, as Scar put it, pull Dignitas down into the muck. Just have Eve roaming around, bypassing a lot of the vision, and starting off constant fights. I think that's what Scar is referring to. If CLG could just cause a lot of random skirmishes and keep Dignitas pulled into constant fighting all over the map instead of focusing on a vision game and on that objective-oriented game, then that's where they could come out ahead. This is the team to do it too. If they get the experience boost from the Zilean, plus that mid-game power of a revive for the first team fight, it's a very, very powerful opening here from CLG. They could easily pull Dignitas down into the muck. If they get some strong roaming from Evelyn and a strong early fight with that Zilean revive, they might be able to pull something off here.
I was hoping for the blitz mid.
Dig answer with some decent mid-game of their own here, though, and we'll see how Zion handles the top lane Malachi himself. This is not really a great split pusher, more team fight-oriented, peel-oriented tank from the top lane. So a little bit different from what he has been playing recently, but not a role that he's uncomfortable playing. Coast specifically, when he was on Team Coast still, put in a lot of time trying to train Zion into playing tanks and playing those more team-oriented.
But he just wants to fight.
Guys, we'll see how he does pull it off here, though, because instead, Malachi's amazing at peeling. He can easily get Evelyn off of Corki. Or he
saying,
can be that ball delivery system.
in some games, West Rice would just turn that, or Zion would turn that tank into a killer and just start taking everybody out himself anyways.
Deathcap Malachi Ingham.
So let's see who you voted on to win this one on LOLesports.com using your internet prowess. 62% of you have said that Counter Logic Gaming will get a victory. But keep on voting. That's going to be on Twitter by sending us hashtag CLG or hashtag DIGWin to
That's,
@LOLesports.
That's just pure star power right there. Everybody's excited to see these new guys play. And the old guys.
Oh, yeah. They're loving it. Get on here. I think it's really Baby's first time, right?
Yeah.
Just Baby.
Since he was only playing in Challenger League, so he's never been on the LCS stage.
Suits him well.
Even ThinkCard actually had that brief stint with EG, so all the other guys have been up here before.
He knows the pressure. There's pressure from the crowd. You're at a different desk. You do kind of minus the factor your mom yelling at you to do crap, but
from the
these guys are ready.
atmosphere.
The professional atmosphere, that's right. And they've been waiting all day to get this game in, too. Counter Logic Gaming is trying to show what they can do in this Super Week with the set of subs. Now, we'll see if this happens and plays out, because this is all part of a bigger story. Does Counter Logic Gaming come back the better due to this?
I think what CLG need to do is just start fighting really early. Get ThinkCard playing aggressively on Evelyn.
I like what
early
you're saying.
gank, invade the jungle, do something here pretty early. Get them off balance. Don't let Crumbzz control the game, because Dignitas are at their best when Crumbzz has an early start and he starts controlling the vision. If you let Crumbzz get in the driver's seat and dictate the pace of the game, then Dignitas will win this game. So CLG need to sort of create some chaos here.
Not a lot of action.
Not a lot of chaos, Rib.
Nope. Dang.
Pretty standard so far.
They're not even going for the wards. Yeah! There we go. They were just waiting. They want it to actually last. Okay, a little buddy system here. ThinkCard and try to put a ward up by red.
Yeah.
Come on, ThinkCard.
Try and sneak around Crumbzz there.
Oh!
Does get in.
Volatile Spider.
Ward's been placed.
Walking right on by. So nicely done. In and out. Yeah, no, don't give it away.
So, you know what would be really funny?
Tell me.
If they actually tried to stop this red start, because they've got vision on it. But they're not going to do that. He's just going to start off on his blue. So Evelyn blue start. Makes you wonder, will he go for a bottom lane gank early? Do they have the confidence in Baby's Thresh?
He's trying to kill KiWiKiD. He likes to play hard. He'll be in that brush to get the control, so ThinkCard will be able to walk right up on him. And they have the Thresh up. We'll see. We're playing this out like it's going to be an easy gank, but the game has just started, and at 2 minutes in, guess what? Nobody has a lead. Wards are going down on that bottom side to make sure that nobody goes for Crumbz's blue. He'll be safe on that. So really, Dignitas, the only one putting wards out here. CLG says, let's go dark.
Trinket wards all expiring. Not that big of a deal. You know, last time that Hotshot was subbing in, the teams completely focused him with bans and with ganks in the mid lane.
Yeah,
to make him
that's
uncomfortable.
True.
But this time around, everybody on the team is a sub, so they don't focus Hotshot.
You can't make him
Hotshot has been playing Zilean in solo queue for a very long time. It's ever since he saw Faker do it, I'm pretty sure. He just jumped on the bandwagon. So he's definitely at least comfortable on this champion. And here we go. Level 3s for both junglers, double buffs. Do we get the solo queue 3-minute double buff gank? Looks like he's headed for it.
Slowly meandering down to the bottom lane. He's going to get a ward at first. He wants to make sure they have an idea on the counter.
He's got positioning and the hook lands too. Oh, this is the best case scenario for CLG.
KiWiKiD just felt as well. Oh my gosh, come up in first blood. Even KiWiKiD's laughing on this one.
Alrighty, Baby starts that one off with a death sentence. And ThinkCard, his teammate, comes over to capitalize. Crumbzz, what's he doing? He's waiting to catch an Evelyn on the way back. But he's not going back that way. He's farming double golems. So Crumbzz comes up empty-handed. We'll get down the ward on the next camp, though. So he'll see Eve's progression if she goes over to Wraith Camp.
Wow. So right on through without the fear of Crumbzz. Very nicely done by CLG. Getting themselves on the up and up in this
gotta
game.
Be careful though. He's going over, leaking over to Crumbzz' side. Crumbzz setting up camp here. He really wants to make Hotshot pay for this ward that he just placed. Hotshot has no idea Crumbzz in the backside. Can he use the speed to dodge this cocoon?
He says goodbye.
Hey, doesn't have to. He just has to peace out. Big cheer for running in a straight line. The bar has really been lowered for Hotshot's play.
You were
here.
talking about making this guy uncomfortable. There's no way to make Hotshot GG uncomfortable. Look at the way he streams.
So yeah, there's something he always says on his stream. He's like, every single time, you have to level up this speed boost for Zilean for just those scenarios.
Saves himself on that one.
Ooh, doesn't hit the Q there. It's actually pretty big for the trade.
There's a whole lot of
still
back
comes
and
out
forth.
on the losing side. He needs to get back to his minions to save it.
Oh, he gets the slow as well. He's just going to be walking this one out.
Oh, he's getting wrecked.
Where's
He
the
does
slow?
minions.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the flash. That was so good. So absolutely good. Spartan and Nguyen going back and forth in what should be a wet noodle fight. These guys are bringing guns. Nicely done. Both leave pretty much bleeding.
Jungler, somebody get up there. We did jungle action of the top lane
No.
here. Both of them are bottom,
Let him duke it out.
They just had a fight down bottom. This is... Oh, he's waiting for the cannon minion experience. Can't get the kill on it. Nguyen loses out on cannon minion gold, but Zion's scared too. I don't think Zion got his either.
That
All right.
flash was amazing.
That was fun. That was a fun duel up top. Have to say, if Zion had hit that Q when the camera first panned over, he would have won that duel.
Unfortunate.
Mechanics are the number. That's where you got to start.
They're going to want to fight that out again. Absolutely.
You got that feeling?
I got that feeling.
Got that feeling too. That's dangerous too because, as you said, map pretty much dark. No wards for either team now, except for trinket wards. And that is the situation that Dig want to avoid. They said they want to avoid, you know, walking into the chaos that CLG could bring, the solo queue mentality. Fewer wards, more brawling.
And Kobe, they have a really big chance to create a big advantage here.
Ooh.
Flash and teleport down. If they kill Zion Spartan, it's big.
Well, FLICKR is headed towards the bottom lane once again. He's been camping out that bottom lane.
Yeah.
And it hasn't turned into any CS lead for the bottom lane. It's only been that kill. So all this time spent down bottom has really just been a factor of Chaos keeping up in CS and not really getting behind to the Corki. Actually, since the wave is built up this big, Chaos technically could have a CS lead if Dignitas don't zone him out off of this. And again, Crumbzz not here for the counter gank. Think hard. Can't see if he has a buff. He doesn't have a buff.
Nope. He's hanging.
But
They saw Crumbzz on that bit of a ward walk too, so they know he's still hanging it red. They have to be careful how long they spend here, Kobe. Great hit there. There's a lock in. Crumbzz is in perfect spot here. Coming on the backside. That's going to be FLICKR going down. It's going to be possibly Baby as well. He's going to live. It's all on Baby right now. Getting away. Oh, goes down. KiWiKiD coming up with a kill. A little bit of retribution for himself. Last time. Can KiWiKiD get away? Oh, they give it over to Chaos. Nicely done on the auto attack. KiWiKiD trying to buy some time to get some fuel in that Valkyrie. It's like he's just going to walk it out.
That's a big win for Dignitas, though. Because not only did they even up the gold, but they also drew Nguyen down to the bottom lane, teleport down, plus minions into the turret. Big play there from the bottom lane from Dignitas. That giant minion wave really worked against CLG there. They tried to force that gank in bottom. The cannon minion specifically did a lot of damage in that trade, and CLG focusing Braum took way too long to kill him. Since Crumbzz was not there from the initial point of the fight, could have been CLG advantage, but they forced it through the minions and they forced it onto Braum. Definitely backfiring there.
Bomb it.
Oh, he doesn't have double bomb and he loses cannon minion gold. Hot shot. Not happy about that one. Starts to frown.
Wow. Uh-oh.
KiWiKiD.
KiWiKiD.
He might pay for that roaming.
He's in a pickle. Baby's on the outside. Can he get the hook?
He's got safety of Shiphtur, though. He's running towards Shiphtur.
I like Baby's patience on this. He didn't throw it. Knew he needed to get Chaos in line, but wait a minute. KiWiKid's also got patience, too. FLICKR flashes in. He doesn't have mana.
No!
So close. Oh, how unfortunate. Now they have to turn around. Once again, Dignitas gets in the right position.
Cut him off,
FLICKR's going to be going down on this. He gets the Q kill. Hotshot GG. Zion's going to wait. Oh, he flashes the wall. Can't get the sapling out to the other side. And we do see Baby go down. Here comes the chaos, and here comes the awesome.
Yeah, it's all falling apart for CLG now, though. KiWiKiD, this Braum roaming around, is so tanky. He takes up all of ThinkCard's mana trying to take him down. And they don't come away with the kill. Bait him into the rest of the team. And Dignitas eke out a pretty substantial advantage.
Some funny situations.
He starts with almost a full bar of mana, and he dumps the whole mana bar into KiWiKiD here. Not able to take him down. This is support. Chaos even coming in.
He's like, I got it. I'm so close. So close. As soon as he uses his crowd control cut too, and then he gets hit with a cocoon right after he uses that last bit of mana. Oh man. I think this is the part where solo queue starts coming into play for CLG.
Yeah, that's it's going to be disheartening, especially since they're not a team. We'll wonder how much do they tilt after they start getting behind? How much do they start this dissension enter the ranks of this CLG squad? Do they get angry and start blaming each other? It doesn't look like there's much communication going on. Can they keep their heads in the game? Because it's not out of their reach. They could try and make a comeback here very easily. I mean, they still have the potential of picking people off. They've got mid-game Twitch as soon as he gets his Blade of the Ruined King. They've got Evelyn. They've got the speed up from Zilean. There's still many plays to be had here. However, they should probably stop dumping all their damage into KiWiKiD because he's shown that he can take it.
Like he said, he's on his favorite champion, so he's going to be putting himself in the fray and even deeper in those high-risk situations because Dignitas is coming out on top of him. 2,000 gold in the lead right now. Crumbzz working the wards around Dragon. It's like they're not going to see ThinkCard, rather. He's going around the backside here. Another top lane tussle. Back and forth. Zion Spartan wait to get those heals off. In the end's not going to give. Ooh, makes a flash.
Neither of these guys have Ignite, by the way, so if somebody gets killed, it's a huge misstep in a 1v1 of Maokai and Gragas. If you go down without Ignite entering the equation, or a jungler, and that is 100% on you. Yeah, looks like he's holding his own pretty well here, though, taking down this turret as well. He's the one with ward coverage, too. So, Nguyen coming back huge into the LCS here, actually. Strong play from him.
Definitely doing a great job. Not being thrown off, also giving harass to Zion. That's going to give him a few more seconds in lane alone with that turret. Zion's teleport is up, but Nguyen's will be up quite soon, too. So with Dragon coming up in the next few minutes here, that might play into his favor in the overall respawn of their summoner spells. Zion Spartan's up, and he's able to hold it. Only down a few CS in that lane. He's so farther along in his Rod of Ages, but it's when they get that finished, it's going to start counting for those top laners.
Yeah, and a lot of the gold difference, too, is coming from the mid lane here. Hotshot having a difficult time CSing with that Zilean. It is not the easiest early on.
Not at all.
And meanwhile, Shiphtur doing just fine. Lantern gets him out.
Great safety. That's something they needed, Kobe. Crumbzz has been getting too much out of his gank, so...
Crumbzz has been just camping out on the bottom side of this map. In that river with a double pink ward. Triple pink wards.
No.
Triple pink wards, man.
You could say that.
All right. It looks like the junglers will collide mid, though. Both heading up there for the gank. Interesting how we'll have the effect of a revive in this matchup.
Hotshot's
card backs off.
He's happy stacking the tier right now. I'm not trying to get too much out of mid. We saw ThinkCard there for a second to see if they could maybe blow a flash on Shiphtur. Uh-oh. ThinkCard.
Fancy feet.
Thinks twice. He gets out. He's safe. No problem there. Level 10 to 8. That would not have gone well for him. Shiphtur, like we said, farming well in the mid lane. Actually, everybody's quite low in CS but him at this point. There's been a lot of champion focus and Roman in this game.
A lot of fighting down bottom here. Ooh, they want to go for this dive. Crumbzz has had enough. And ThinkCard actually abandoned this bottom lane after he had spent so much time camping.
One and done.
Look at that back off from the CLG bottom lane, though. Good call to get out of danger. And they had no vision either. I mean, the complete pink ward coverage. That was pure game sense from CLG.
ThinkCard doing very well for himself. High risk. Gives high rewards and see if he gets out of this.
In true solo queue fashion, ThinkCard seems to be wearing a blue buff here. Hotshot probably not too happy about that one. But yeah, this is true jungler mentality for solo queue. You got to carry, man.
Yep.
Especially with Eve, she really makes great use of cooldown reduction. So, ooh, look at this. Oh, damn, what are you doing?
Yeah, coming out a little too soon. Good job by Crumbzz. He plays the back of the fourth. Does he have the Maokai to get to? He will have to flash over to Golems.
Got a little antsy there.
That's his belly.
Jumped
His
the gun.
belly popped out of the brush.
He's like, ah, boss, spider's coming out. Ah! They got the steal,
got it.
though. They didn't get a kill.
Too. Almost got the ward in the brush. Would have been worth it.
Close, though. I mean, that was a dangerous situation for CLG. They only had 3 members with that invade, and the entire Dignitas team was collapsing. So that actually worked out for them. If they had stayed a second longer and they would have been fighting Crumbzz, they may have baited themselves into dying there. So Nguyen actually stepping out of that bush, jumping the gun there, ended up working out for CLG. CLG thrives in chaos. Increase entropy as this game goes on. Yeah, well, I keep going back to that. Looks like this next dragon, though, is probably next on Dig's bucket list. They have pretty good positioning. The only thing is, they don't see Evelyn. She's the only one they don't see, so they aren't sure that she's back in base.
Well, they have the pink wards to know she's not too close over to that dragon area.
They still have to be a little bit worried. If CLG can delay this or shove up mid, CLG's best choice would actually just to try and answer somewhere else. They are wasting a lot of time just sort of watching this dragon go down.
I was going to say, it'd be a tough fight.
That's another kind of solo queue-esque thing, is to watch an objective go down that you know you have no business contesting. If they've already established vision control, they have complete mid-game control because they have Corki, Orianna, and Maokai, then you should just go somewhere else.
Somebody could have been top lane. There's quite a wave.
You never want to waste your time in League watching somebody kill things. KiWiKiD, though.
So 3v1
escapes again with his life.
Putting quite a bit onto him. They saved the ultis. They didn't go too hard there. So they do push off KiWiKiD. Maybe they'll be able to grab bottom turret out of this. They need to start reacting. They're losing too much. They're not getting anything back on these plays. Baby's going to come down. Now they're going to be a bit stronger for this after he clears that pink ward. And they're going to be able to go ahead and take bottom turret at least. See what they work after this. Hotshot GG's, no pressure in middle right now, but doesn't really need to.
The benevolent baby.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yep, yes it. Heyo.
Yeah. He knows how to work the crowd. He's watched LCS.
He's wasting a lot of time, though, here. Hotshot's calling for help. He's losing his turret. Oopsies, he messed up that CS.
That's fine. It was just one of those pink wards.
That's what you always say when you mess up a CS. Yeah, it's fine.
That's fine. And then when you're that's fine 20 CS deep missing, then you're
40 CS
not fine anymore.
Not so fine.
See what Baby can do here. Oh, so close. KiWiKiD again. He doesn't
Man, KiWiKiD, he just runs right up and down this route through the jungle day after day. And he has not paid for it yet.
No, he's only been able to take things away from CLG. Again, now hatching this ward, they're able to clear that one out.
There is no toll here.
Oh my gosh. Great wards to be placed as well. And cleared. Back and forth. Ward wars begin inside Counter Logic Gaming's jungle. Looks like so far Dignitas is going to win this battle. But the war is still to be won. And KiWiKid's trying to make that happen for Dig.
Yeah, closing in on this group. Could be a 4v5. Maokai does have teleport, though, so they don't want to rush anything. If they could force the teleport out, it would be fantastic. Dignitas do a good job of splitting up. They have established board control of the bottom side jungle, as well as pressure on top lane turret, so that all they have to do now is close down the clamps.
All going back. Slow play from Dig. They have quite a bit of a lead here. They're just not pressuring too much of it.
Yeah, they said they don't want to be brought down to this solo queue level. They don't want to bring themselves down to the mindless violence. Just fight over and over.
Are you saying it's easy to fall in?
They want to keep it controlled, and they're doing just that. They've set up a blue ward on the blue buff as well, but it doesn't look like they have the positioning to take advantage of it.
No, but the knowledge is power.
Unnecessary bomb on ThinkCard for style points. I like it.
Just cause he can. Hotshot's gonna go back.
On that blue.
A little down in items here without an assist. Well,
Ooh,
so many
here we
dragons in their
go.
favor.
Fantastic. Solo queue bush attacks set up here for Zion. Da-da. 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 Oh, he hit the minion.
Zion should be going down in this one. Locked up, even flashed to get out of that, but he saw ThinkCard on the other end. KiWiKiD get locked up quite hard. He'll be safe.
Hotshot just got bombs for everybody. He could have just double bombed on KiWiKid's head, but he's spreading the love.
Oh,
The dive.
oh
the
my
dead,
gosh.
The
Baby,
tower.
right to the fetal position. He's going down. KiWiKiD needs to get out.
Ooh.
So close.
Ooh.
Oh! It was just a matter of time.
Hey, KiWiKiD is pushing up in top lane too here. They just need to delay these backs from Dig.
Man, this looks like double lift in the top lane now. It's like old CLG or something. Stay up there. Take the turret down. Looks like he's going to back. They relieve pressure on the top lane. Dignitas can run willy-nilly now. They can just go anywhere they want. It's going to be cleared by Zion Spartan. He can still teleport back in. They're winning these fights a little too handily. 3,000 gold up now, and CLG can't put too much pressure on them.
KiWiKiD here. This is really where he wants to start making some picks in the game. He's got the brutalizer component at least.
Yep.
We'll see if he can take advantage of an out-of-position member from Dig.
They have a, I don't say very, but their fight doesn't synergize too well. You got guys dispersing people out. ThinkCard wants them to stay in. You want Rat-a-tat-tat to kind of go through. Yeah.
CLG teams are all about chaos.
That's
okay,
right.
they don't
That's
really
true.
want to have
That's
a
true.
5-on-5.
We did go over that.
They don't want to have a 5-on-5, you know, team-oriented fight. They'd rather spread everybody out,
Like a
take advantage
street
of their
brawl.
speed and their invisibility. Yeah, and have everybody just do their own thing. If Nguyen can spread out this Dignitas team, he wants KiWiKiD to be able to find people in the back.
All right, so let's see what the split push has to offer here. Nguyen is level 14 to Zion's level 12.
5 seconds on Dragon.
Yeah, you have teleports up on that for both sides. Could be a big fight. The ward's not placed for amazing teleports into these fights, but it'll definitely get Zion Spartan and Nguyen into a spot where they can engage with a few barrels and saplings.
Yeah. Danger here for CLG. They're rushing in!
That's going to be Crumbzz. ThinkCard's a little too close. Oh, he does get the lantern out. Zion Spartan gets super slowed as he comes in right on the box. Very nice placement by Baby there to really shut down the fight coming from Dignitas. They
Tried to
still
go
got
for the
dragged.
steal. It was a good plan.
Right.
Whenever you have Thresh, you can always go for the more risky steals and plan on that exit. They weren't able to pull it off, though. And in the meantime, QDPie has been farming this bottom wave. And he's going back to complete his Blade of the Ruin King. So 2-item QDPie beats out KiWiKiD to that big break point.
Yep.
This Corki is just going to dump out damage in the next team fight.
Dignitas well on the move here. They have a great lead of 5,000 gold. The turrets are all evened up, but that's just a matter of Dignitas not pressuring anything else but that latest objective of Dragon. Now they're going to be pushing down these lanes. See if CLG can still hold this bit of pressure they have in the top lane. It's kind of the last saving grace to make plays happen. See if they can get something onto Dignitas. Looking for ThinkCard on a possible flank. But it's going to be hard. There's a lot of focus from Dignitas that quickly shuts down any one person. You got Cocoons, Twisted Advances, and then KiWiKiD and a Shockwave to come after that. Interesting
how CLG had such early home guard upgrades for both Hotshot as well as Nguyen, their solo laners. And it reduces their combat effectiveness, but after you get chunked out, I guess you can go back to base and heal pretty quick.
This is good here for Nguyen. Here's the split push factor. What do they do with this, though?
But he's pretty slow.
He is slow, but they create the pressure. There's reason to back here. They have one wave coming in, and they're still not pressuring that top turret.
Blue team's turret
All right.
has been destroyed.
Interesting.
What they need to do now is keep control of Dig while not actually letting Dignitas engage, which is really difficult because Dig have Braum as well as Oriana and many delivery systems. So
Yeah.
it's really hard for CLG to keep vision, but if they can do it, you know, these waves on top and bottom crashing into the turrets would be the best scenario for them. So in order to do that, they can shove up mid as Dig go for the blue steel. They may trade that blue steel for a mid turret. Pretty good trade for CLG.
Red team's turret has
Nicely
been
done.
destroyed.
They have pink wards over at Baron. That's pretty much the swing of the game if it were to happen. So they have that big factor still in mind. And on the plate, down to the bottom lane. Let's see if they can actually get a teleport fight in here. Pull somebody away that they can get. Now it's going to be KiWiKiD to that bottom lane. See how they act on this.
Yeah, I feel like KiWiKiD can actually solo take this fight. Rest of Dig are heading down the river to cut off Nguyen too. Nguyen's got to be worried now. He's got Maokai coming in the back.
See, if we get more sweepers on the side of CLG, they would realize it's completely dark for Dig.
Very. All right, Nguyen, get him!
Nguyen do it again. Shoots back the majority of the team here, and they're not actually able to work on this. They don't have really any vision on that side of Dig to tell them that CLG isn't coming down to try and fight them. Just the vision of KiWiKiD now in mid, and now they have to worry about him Baron.
No CC landing for Dignitas. No kill. Sweet moves by Nguyen, but it does cost him all of his cooldowns. Man, the vision for Dig, too, right outside the base of CLG. You can see every single exit path for CLG. So he knows where they will be heading whenever they exit their own base. It's pretty much all up to Dig once again. They have complete control of the map. They can keep on starving out CLG. Still waiting for the first picks here. CLG had success with that one bush gank, but have yet to find another.
26 on the clock. Dignitas biding time right now with this lead here until CLG makes a move, puts themselves in a bad spot. If it's anything like the regular roster of Counter Logic Gaming, they'll still try to make things happen well down in gold to get themselves back in the game. Majority of the time, those conditions will actually work out for them. Just clearing up, getting all the lanes pressured, and being down in gold right now, they're kind of dictating the lanes a little bit.
Well, Nguyen is going back to the split push game because he's got his teleport available, but that leaves Dig up to control all of the wards around Baron and force CLG into that predicament where you have to choose between giving up a Baron and face checking a Braum team.
Do I get a second choice? No?
No, sir. Nguyen's doing good work on that turret, though, and Dig aren't able to make much use of the extra vision they have. CLG are creating that chaos. They're pulling this team apart. Chaos is going for the possible assassination and shove onto the inhibitor turret. They don't catch Zion, but they can still shove towards this inhibitor.
This is big. I like that they don't show Chaos. Now there's more of a fight down here.
Trying to be pesky around the Baron. Miracle Steel, question mark?
By the bomb? No, he doesn't let it happen. He watches the counter and they go quickly. Hotshot is forced to flash and use his speed up for himself.
Oh, wow. Nobody's behind you though.
Zion Spartan going really hard. He could actually saw a Hotshot here. He's going to force him to use his ultimate. That's also big as the Maelstrom already comes off from Zion, waiting for the timer, and boom. Going to go ahead and take him down. Calculated by Zion Spartan.
Yeah, good job waiting for the ultimate to come back off. He's plenty tanky. He can just sit under there and wait for that to fall off before delivering the killing blow and bypassing the chrono shift.
So it only took Dignitas 4 or 5 minutes once they regrouped. They cleared all the pin cords out, gained Baron, which is now circling around them, but I don't know if that's going to help here. If FLICKR, the rest of the team can get them, well, they are off guard at Dragon. Crumbzz is going to be going down at least to Chaos. That's going to be the burn from the Venom. Nice kill going on to him.
Dig still got the objective though, so pretty much all neutral gold going to Dignitas here.
CLG
increase
trying to
their
pick up
lead
the scraps.
again. Time for some more antics in the bush from CLG. They've given up on warding and have decided to use their meager earnings for full combat effectiveness and go with some stealth missions instead.
Human sentries. That's the way to do it.
It's all about the Black Ops missions now for CLG. Funny that Zion is always the target, the most tanky member. Ooh, Chaos. And pretty close there.
Good stun. 1, 2, and a 3.
Got him again.
Zion Spartan. He's having a fun time. He's coming back, though. No problem. 40 seconds on that. But
Chaos gonna get a
CLG,
promotion.
they're only using these to get kills here. They really can't gain too much ground. Baron being down, we do see with the map objective free, they're clearing a bit of bottom wave, but after a kill, they back now. They're not getting too much out of that kill, but they definitely have to gain more ground before they even feel safe pushing up.
So the thing is, you can kill somebody, but look at that. There's literally nothing on the map that they can take.
Right.
So it's a chump change they're picked up. But hey, they keep the scoreboard even. That's what's important. 6-6.
The kills are even, we'll say that. The scoreboard itself.
That's all you see in game, so that's what matters.
It's true. It's interesting how actually, whether it's, or if it's not a blowout, I should say, how players aren't really sure that they're ahead 12,000 gold at one time or not when they come back to the analyst desk and they're like, we were ahead 22,000 gold? What? And we didn't end the game? You're like, yeah, you didn't.
They're pretty sure, since they've controlled all the objectives.
Dignitas knows. They know this game, especially just looking at the map. Straight down the mid lane, shortest one to the Nexus. They're thinking win. And right now at 30 minutes, it's not thinking it's too far off. See if they can get a pick here. Talking about those twisted advance and the hits from Crumbzz as he stands on the front line.
All right, ThinkCard is in position for the flank. However, he's on the Maokai side of the flank. So that is not the ideal position to flank from. And there's a pink ward at the very back of this dig shove. So ThinkCard has very few options to get in there. Ooh, Zion might even find him here. He's got to run. Hightail it out of there.
Oh!
Just out of range.
Where's he going?
Away from the tree. He doesn't care where he's going, as long as it's away from Zion.
Oh, but Zion's going hard for this. He's just chasing high road and low road. Not going to find each other with that result.
Hey!
I bet you he was invisible.
I bet you're right there, buddy.
Yeah, that's why we get paid.
You know what else? Even good position to come in from the back, so they can actually capitalize on that kill. Hotshot gets focused, though.
Hotshot was like, wait a minute, a tree. And he almost gets taken down. Puts down the ultimate. Where's the focus after this? The Maelstrom getting pushed around on Zion Spartan. He's not really able to use it for the rest of the team. They are focused on the KiWiKiD. He gets out alive, and CLG is chasing for scraps. Oh my God, he keeps himself alive. That's not going to work out for very long, though. Bomb on top of KiWiKiD's head. He goes down. They're still on the chase. Sapling trying to give vision, but does not get the move on with Zion Spartan's movement speed in time. And they're forced to walk away. 2 for 1, though.
That was a questionable opening by Chaos in that last fight, I think. He walked right up next to KiWiKiD. As I said, Corky, if you can land that phosphorus bomb, he gives as good as he can get in those situations, man. We'll take a look at the replay, but I'm not sure Chaos every shot went at KiWiKiD. Let's see here. So it starts off. This is the kill we missed. In the end, belly bump onto Crumbzz, and that is a squishy Elise.
Yeah.
Hotshot mid-game Zillion. This is where he does the most damage with the bombs, comparatively. But here's where he gets focused. He will revive himself. Ah, we don't get to see it again. KiWiKiD, though.
Oh my God.
He's been able to take the hits before.
It's just like, hit me.
And he can still take those hits.
Wow. What a brute.
So, yeah, what I was thinking of focusing on in that last fight was I'm pretty sure Chaos opened up right next to KiWiKiD, but he wasn't shooting KiWiKiD. He's targeting somebody else. And that's any other target is not what he was supposed to be targeting.
An unfortunate turn of events.
Yeah, they ended up getting him anyway, so CLG creating that chaos. That's what they're looking for.
I always think you say chaos every time. And I'm gonna. 33 minutes
They're
into
using
this
the
game.
chaos to create chaos.
It's
They're-
just chaos.
combine the two.
Inception. 6,000 gold. CLG still looking to make that up right now. They're,
know what?
they're keeping the kills even.
You can call him Chow X if you want. That's
We
what
can.
we all used to call him.
All the way
back. In the beta days.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
You know, back at DreamHack when Freak first told me that, he's like, call him Chow X in your interview. I was like,
He
really?
loves
I
it.
wasn't sure.
He's-
Now I am. Absolutely.
Chow X, the Season 2 MVP.
Always.
Self-declared.
No. Those are the little things you look past. 4-4 in turns as we continue this last battle here of our NA LCS Super Week. Before we get our challenger matches underway, Dignitas and CLG giving each other what for? And so far, Dignitas giving a little more of that. 320 to 266 in the mid lane. Zillions haven't been having the greatest time in North America in the mid lane, but still trying. That's what counts, Kobe.
That is definitely what counts. We'll see here. Another opportunity for a fight. This should be exciting. We got a dragon. Nice little piece of bait here to bring in the teams. Not quite sure if Dignitas will be able to close out a full Fog of War monopoly around Baron first, because Nguyen's not giving them the opportunity to set up all their vision. He's shoving as quick as he can. They're creating that pressure.
Dig is worried about just getting bamboozled at some point. I guess not right now.
Not really.
They're doing the dragon, or the Baron. That's not a dragon. That's a Baron.
Oh, there it is! Teleport in!
Oh
Can he get somebody with the ult?
He's going to be by himself until everybody can get there. Where's he going to throw the ultimate? That's the Glacial Fissure going down. Nguyen has still yet to use the cask. Still holding it. Everybody's kind of holding what they have for this fight. Baby's now the focus. Nguyen throws down the cask, and we do begin back and forth. Zion, Spartan, in the end. Somehow, the tanks are the ultimate focus in the beginning of the fight.
Zion
Baby
down.
stays alive, but he goes down. Now 2 for 1. Dignitas stands tall with 4, and they start to chase CLG away from the Baron. It has not been finished, and somebody's going to have a big upper hand after this one. Looks like it's Dignitas.
Now, question is, do they go start Baron again? Aha, that'll be exciting. Let's see here. CLG poke around the outside. Possibilities for getting caught if CLG do poke around the outside would have to be just Crumbzz going human form. Is back up again, by the way. They have another chrono shift to work with here. Oh, can they poke enough?
Baron down to 40.
It's so low, they gotta go for it. Crumbzz is almost dead, he's going down.
Oh, Crumbzz down, there it is! Oh!
Great.
Woo! Oh.
CLG
Crumbzz
chasing
squeezing tight and staying alive on that one. He's going to be home. He'll be safe. So we'll see what CLG can now do. They don't have much mana to be working a Baron for themselves, but they might have the HP bars to micro in and out. So one last shot. They save it. It's all right.
One more minion.
Crisis averted.
Whoa, hey,
Yeah,
look at that.
they're going to do it. Wait,
precision.
they're coming back. Yes! What a great game. Let's get another fight going on in
Entropy
here.
ever increasing here. CLG forced Dig to come back to the Baron, and Crumbzz is sitting on 50 HP.
Wow. Got KiWiKiD over here. Solo man stopping the Baron. He did have Crumbzz right on his heels, but that was a great job. So they make CLG think twice. We get a little bit of a back and forth. Dignitas takes the upper hand on, killing Nguyen and Baby throughout the entirety of the fight, but we still have a Baron to dance over here. I'm liking the options of both teams.
Hot dang, this is getting fun, Riv. You know, the thing is, Maokai is one of the reasons why he's such a good tank for the late game.
Tell me.
Is because his ultimate, the damage reduction for that, is really good against the percentage HP damage that Gragas can bring and like Blade of the Rune can bring.
Yep.
Because you can't penetrate through the ultimate of Maokai like you can armor and magic resist. Another Baron started. CLG forced the fight to come to them.
Oh, Crumbzz now can repel in.
Whoa.
He's going to be left on Baron by himself. They're actually going for Chaos on the back line. FLICKR's taking quite a bit of damage. The Agony's Embrace giving him quite a bit of defense there for a second, but only a second.
Wow.
We're also seeing Baby go down. Dignitas working their way back over. FLICKR being down. It's going to have to come from not a smite, and Nguyen has already used ultimate. The barrel's out. It's been fermented. Will he have enough? No! Crumbzz comes up with the hit, the smite, smote and smooted. He takes it. 13-9, 38 on the clock. And Dignitas, they give themselves a nice little lead.
So CLG starting up that last Baron, definitely ill-advised. I feel like they actually could have played the pick game more around that Baron instead of trying to force it there. I don't know why they're trying to force these fights. They actually still had a good chance. They didn't have to give up on this game, but now Dignitas pretty much free reign over the base.
Zion Spartan pretty big with those shields coming on, even though he's sporting Zion Spartan. That's great. Good job, Brain. At the end of the day, he has those Ninja Tabis, and they'll keep him a little safe against all this AD that he's facing on pretty much just KiWiKiD. So great build coming out from him in the top lane. He had a tough top lane game, but he just pretty much built to be a monster for the rest of the team to fight around, and it's working. 40 minutes on the clock. Dignitas pretty much owns the map, and it's only a matter of time before they show that to CLG. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, wow.
He's not going to be able to get anywhere near KiWiKiD. Oh, is he? Is KiWiKiD looking at the shop? KX gives up the chase. Dang. Close one.
I don't know. KiWiKiD had a smile on his face there. I think he knew someone was coming.
Well,
after the minion wave.
Corki, when he does Valkyrie, leaving behind that trail, if KX had gotten closer, he could follow that trail all the way to a kill. But he didn't get in range to see it, so KiWiKiD gets away.
All right, so it looks like we're focusing blue onto Nguyen. The utility of the slows that we get out of him and the damage coming out with that Lich Bane that he has so far. CLG actually gets a chance to get a split push going or somehow take down enough dig to where their lanes are in their favor. It's going to be a lot of damage from the end to take down these turrets. So they could definitely get themselves into a good spot, an influx of gold on the second tier turrets to take down. But it's all so far away. Easier said than done, because right now Dig, they're very close to taking this game themselves. 5-4 in turrets, and with that gold lead of now 10,000, over 10,000. Thank you. They're going to be having fun at this next turret.
Zion is such a big tank. Whoa, they get a really, really perfect hook.
Wow. Without being able to repel between taking half HP and not being able to fight back. Dignitas may be on their heels for this one, but they're not giving up. Maelstrom out from Zion Spartan, and they stay quite safe and get the turret down to half health without CLG being able to answer.
Chrono Shift at half cooldown. Hotshot spamming his rewind to get it back up. Don't look like they want to defend this. Too much of a possibility of a flank from Dig, and the double stacked super minions. Too threatening down mid.
Dig playing this one very safe. They don't want to be taken off guard by this Counter Logic Gaming team. We're going to be moving up to the next one, Kobe. Breaking the second inhibitor turret. CLG looks like they're getting quite antsy.
Ooh, that hook misses though. They gotta go here. The turret, they have to fight with the turret.
Zion Spartan throws the ultimate on. You can see Think Card. In the end, they don't even want to pass that or get through it. There's too much focus that Dignitas could just say, yes, Think Card.
That
yes,
thing's done.
The end. So much work from Dignitas paying off here with the composition they brought to the table. Zion Spartan has just been a bulldozer on the front line. Here he goes again.
Woo, there it is.
He goes on to Nguyen, and that's going to be a wipeout for him. We get no Chrono Shift. No, he actually does get that Chrono Shift, but he's going to go down once again. Death squared coming on to Nguyen. 65 seconds on the clock, and Dig makes it look shambles out of Counter Logic Gaming's base.
Yeah, they're going to finish this one off. Nice flash Coon though.
Good hits. Dignitas finalizing what they started here 42 minutes ago. Shiphtur gonna have to go ahead, and Zanya's on the backside as they just mitigate the rest of the damage that CLG can bring to the table. A 42-minute game for Dignitas coming out over Counter Logic Gaming. It's super weak. 18-9 is the final score as Dignitas takes down CLG.
All right, and CLG, they might want to work on those Baron calls a little bit.
Could help.
But yeah, good performance there from Dignitas. Able to control vision for most of the game. But yeah, a couple of mistakes. You can see both those guys shaking their heads.
It's one of those scary games where, yeah, you're ahead, but that team can pull off something that will put you on your ass, and you're just like, oh man, we didn't expect that. That was a little cheese, and they got us. But it didn't happen this time.
And Dig are the team with everything to lose. If they lose to this team of solo queue guys, then they will not hear the end of it. So it's definitely intense for them.
You can see the camaraderie and friendship between these guys. The GGs, good games all around. KiWiKiD and KiWiKiD hugs for everyone. And the Maokai top lane, it struggled in the beginning, but he gets himself to the late game quite well when he got the right items.
That Gragas was a big bully. But once he got to the late game, unkillable Zion, super tank.
Playing to the fans. Rocking the bull cut all season long. He's been doing good things. Also doing good things, we'll just say that. You saw the squad behind them. I love the way the champions looked, all lit in the one color of the side. Orianna looking menacing and really coming out big for these guys this time. Shiphtur 3-0-10, another game where he didn't die. Kind of back to his old ways, and it worked out for Dig. They've been going a little bit harder lately, and that's where they actually find where they fall behind.
Yeah, he also beat out the Shiphtur there in the CS, so that was Or, I mean, he beat out Hotshot.
Hotshot,
yes. Hotshot in CS.
I knew where you were going with it. We got you. It's end of the day. Everybody knows. So with 1 day of Super Week out, we see that some teams have won that you thought were gonna. EG coming up very nicely for themselves when they need to in the end of Super Week. So things can really happen for teams, and they have to make it happen now. Let's send it down to Dash, who's going to be on the red side.
Thanks, Riv, here with KiWiKiD after that game. The first thing I want to talk to you about is the fact that you guys are one of the teams that is known for having a lot of fun, especially you and KiWiKiD in the bot lane. CLG, though, these subs, they came in, they have nothing to do but have fun. So how do you counter fun? Do you counter it with fun, or do you buckle down and, like, you know, get to work?
Yeah, playing against them was pretty much like playing whack-a-mole. Like, Zillion Speed, he just, like, ran circles around us the entire, like, it was real fun right there.
Well, you talk about the Zillion pick. I had asked Skara in the pregame interview about your preparation for this team because there's not a whole lot that you can do. So real quick about Champion Select, did it go as expected, or did they kind of throw some curveballs at you?
We pretty much expected everything that they picked. Like, we knew that they'd pick Twitch and go. We honestly assumed that they did what the last team, I think, did with Twitch, where they just cheesed with it middle. So it was just everyone don't do anything level 1, and then we should be good.
All right, well, you guys actually, unfortunately, got first blooded. So how did that, you know, that must have taken you a little bit by surprise, and what were the steps of, like, okay, time to get, we maybe have to pull it together a little bit to win this one?
My face when I got first blooded, that was like, I saw the hook coming, and I was like, nah, this guy, he's just going to throw it some random direction. I don't even need to waste an ability. And then as soon as it hit, I was like, yeah, we lost.
All right. Well, you didn't lose. You ended up getting that win. So now if we kind of look forward into playoffs, how do you guys feel about the fact that you have clinched a playoff spot, so you know that you're in for sure? And how important is it that you get up in the standings, get that side choice, have the matchup that you want to have going into those best ofs?
Side choice is really important. Like, we're definitely going to aim to get side choice because it's such a big advantage being able to prepare knowing that you're going to be on, like, blue side or purple side, whereas the enemy team won't really be able to prepare for that.
All right, absolutely. Thank you, man, for the interview. I appreciate it. Congratulations on the win. Best of luck in the rest of Super Week. We're going to send it right back up to the guys at the desk to close out the day.
Thanks, Dash. And with 5 matches, oh, do you want to say something?
No, I want somebody to make a GIF of the My Face When for KiWiKiD. My Face When, I get first blooded by random CLG bottom lane.
Do it.
It was good.
Redditors, hit it up. So with 5 matches under our belt, here's where things currently stand in North American LCS. In first, it's LMQ, followed by Cloud9 in second.
Half a game back in 3rd place, it's TSM. With CLG and Dignitas tied for 4th place, then it's Curse in 6th.
That it is. Complexity are in 7th, and Evil Geniuses hold last. But we've got a monster 6-game day lined up for your viewing pleasure tomorrow, starting with Dignitas versus Curse.
After that, it's Team Solo Mid taking on Cloud9, followed by CLG facing off against Evil Geniuses. But make sure you keep it tuned right for our North American Challenger Series finals and Team Coast. With Team Coast battling it out with Curse Academy.
That's right, and we're going to throw it over to Freak and Zyrene for tonight's Challenger Series coverage. But first, let's take one quick look back at some of the highlights from our first 5 games.
We gotta go out there, go play some League of Legends.
Second kill picked up for Kopp, and now Robert's got to be real careful. Flash to the wall, but Kopp's gonna chase him down. He wants a triple. He gets it.
I that one meeting is good. He kept yelling Demacia guy.
Yeah.
Good to see.
High has a shield. Sneaky gets away from the queue. High will die. Sneaky's got nowhere to go. In comes Altec. There's the knockback.
Yes! Oh, the dream! The dream is real!
That's when they stopped chanting. They saw my haircut. They're like, oh.
He gets hit up, and he actually is put between both of them. Wild Turtle doesn't get damaged, but still he says, "King me," goes for another jump. Xiao Wei Xiao beats it in, but still he gets the pentakill!
3 mix.
Oh, God.
Is its flat armor penetration.
Love it! Pew pew!
Oh.
Gets him down!
Their call's good plans.
Their call's good plans.
Their call's good plans.
That's all it is.
5-0. The dream.
5-0, baby.
Yo,
Start here and have fun.
Oh, true that.
Even if you feed.
Oh, Nguyen, money man.
Which we will never beat. Which will never beat. Which will never beat, of course.
This is the best case scenario for CLG.
KiWiKiD just found this well. Oh my gosh, come up with first blood.